All right. So another live. So fellas, we are live at our amazing project, Crown Project Condominium at
We talked about it all week. We
what
talked
a-
about it last week, the week
finally,
before. We're
finally.
finally here. What a success it was. It's slowly dying right now, but we're at, what time is it? 8:30. If you still don't know, we were launching the Crown Project in Unsec, 10,000 Rue Meilleur. But we'll put a video, we'll put some links, we'll put some info. We had close to 150 people show up.
And it was a great turnout.
It was a great success. The topic today made us think about this topic. What about generating leads, but in not the traditional one-to-one, or more in this type of a thing, creating events to try to put yourself in front of more people so that you save time, you save money. How is no one doing this? Like, there's not that many brokers that I know that would do such a thing. What'd you say, Jeff?
Well, I had a question regarding this because obviously we had COVID happening, and
That's true.
And for the past 2 years we're kind of not used. Even when people were in, we had close to over 150 people
Yeah.
that were in, and they were even like weird. There was weird moments where like, are we shaking hands?
Yeah,
what
but
do we do? So that I think that reflex, people don't have that reflex.
No, not the face-to-face.
anymore.
But what about doing it in the virtual format?
Absolutely.
What about doing this kind of same type of event? And there was many events
Yes.
done in the virtual way. But I didn't see, and maybe this is just me, and Gabriel, I'm asking you, maybe we ask our audience, whoever's watching, did you guys do, as real estate brokers or mortgage brokers, any type of event that it be virtual or like we're doing today in person? Why not? Why are we not doing it? Gabriel.
Gabriel, how can event can actually how can you actually bring value into your business and maybe convert into the potential
No, but
leads?
why are we asking him? Because he meets tons of brokers day long, and I'm curious to see, like, what about their feedback, as Jeff is asking.
The feedback is very drastic. I would tell you, between the people. Oh, I think the camera has to be moved. But the feedback is pretty drastic. So basically, between the brokers that have these type of events, for whatever reason it is, whether it's a seminar for buyers, for sellers, for investors, the turnout is always a lot more than they thought, because people, especially since COVID, crave the human contact. They crave really the interaction.
Yeah.
And they don't want it to end.
No, but my question is, and we still haven't answered it, why is no one else doing this? Why are they not? Why are real estate
Yeah,
brokers
no
not
one else-
using
No one
That's
else are
very
doing
easy.
it because it's too complicated. It's too complex.
But is it really? Because
it's putting pieces
No, it's
together.
because people were sold the dream that they saw on the TV show, $1 Million Listing, where you showed up in the street with your cobble boots and you said, I'm a real estate agent. And boom, you started selling $1 million homes.
But don't
that's not
they
how it
do
works.
that? Because I don't watch that show, I don't really know it. So I'm asking whoever's watching, or you guys, if you know it. But are they not doing these types of things? I'm
Well,
sure they are.
they're putting a 6 months process of nurturing a relationship and so on in about an hour. And then the broker thinks it's actually going to be an hour. So they never go to the point and they say, well, I'm going to have to start doing seminars and nurturing the relationship and entertaining the relationship and just being there all the time, giving value, not asking for anything in return, just being the best friend that happens to be a broker.
And
Nobody
Jeff,
does
if
that.
you're going to do an event like this, not like us, but an event as a real estate broker,
Yep.
why would you not want to just, let's say, let's make it up. Let's say you're going to do a first buyer's seminar or a seller's, what are the steps to selling? And Ashley, this is good for you. Why would you not then, at the same time, if you're going to do that, invite other people, other experts in the industry, that it be for financing, inspection, notaries? Why would you not do that so that you combine and get a better, bigger reach by having these people with you as on the panel, so that you're spending.
It brings more value. So for that same type of energy, for that same energy that you would put towards that one event, when you put more people around the table, that means more potential network around the table. That means more opportunities for us.
I'd even push it more than that, because you're talking about people in different fields and different industries and so on that should come to these events. But I'd make it even more than that. I'd create myself some kind of a Big Ten and go for some kind of a 3 to 4 weeks at a time breakfast, monthly breakfast. And in these people, you will have an accountant, a lawyer, a baker, and so on. Why? Because you'll know that you'll be the only broker in that Big Ten, and they'll be the only baker, they'll be the only accountant, the only, and so on. And this is also how you end up building your referral group.
But what happens, though, guys, if you did decide and you were strong-minded and said, okay, you know what, I'm going to listen to Jeff and Gabriel and Etienne, and I'm going to do my own event. What happens if there's only 4 people that show up?
You give them all the attention in the world.
Who cares? It's still 4.
People, exactly. It's 4 people. It's 4 people that you didn't have yesterday.
These 4 people know 100 people each, and they'll probably show up also the next time. Never get discouraged.
And it's like social media. It's like doing any kind of video, any kind of content. You get 1 like, 2 likes, 3 comments, 17. Who cares?
You got to start somewhere.
Exactly, and it's something. And Gabriel, you talk about this a lot. Jeff also. The consistency, doing it regularly, not just trying it once or twice. You gotta commit to it and say, look. But I'm telling you guys, this is going to give you way more opportunities in a quicker way because you're focusing on a larger target instead of doing the one-to-one. I'm not saying give up the one-to-one. I'm saying add the group stuff. So for us, it's like a one-a-month thing. We should crank it up to once every 2 weeks. But but that's what I think is missing or lacking and not enough brokers, that it be mortgage or real estate, that's thinking big enough with these little events.
Okay, so now that you think of big enough, now that you have the event, now that you've created, you have the people in, you have 50 people, 10 people, what do you do now? What do you do with those people? How do you actually convert them into leads, into business?
I will tell you, creating the relationship is the one that takes the most effort, and it's the one that most brokers are actually going to do. And because they spend so much effort on it, they say, well, if this should convert to be a lead or a client and so on, and then they just wait there and they're looking at their phone to ring and they say, why didn't he call me and tell me what? It's because they're not nurturing the relationship. They're not doing the most important part, which is to maintain, be consistent, nurture, give value, don't ask anything.
But I'm going to add something. I think what Jeff also wanted to say or meant to say or was trying to get from you was it's only I'm going to explain what I think what you said. It's only the first step to the whole thing, the whole process.
Right.
It's not you do the event, people come, you convert. Exactly. It's you do the event, you start the relationship, as you're saying. And then it's all of the nurturing after that makes the huge difference. That's where no one talks about that part, though. And I'm not talking about the normal, just you write down. You got to first take the information, make sure you got their full names, cell phone numbers, connect on social media, email. But that's got to be part of the plan here, not just getting people here, but gathering the data, the information.
Yeah. You know, while you talk about social media, so earlier I was with 2 of our brokers, one of our partners and one of our brokers, and they were exchanging numbers, exchanging contact information. And the funny part is that one of them said, well, you can connect with all, do you have Instagram? Do you have the whole thing that we're saying.
There you go.
And he said, no, I don't have Instagram, but reach out to Facebook. And right at that moment, I said, you see how it is important to, as a business owner, to be everywhere, because that particular person, that lead that was right there, didn't have Instagram, wasn't very active to LinkedIn, and said, no, I'm on Facebook. So if he wasn't on Facebook,
so if we would have focused, what you're saying is if we would have just focused on that platform, that account, then we would have lost the opportunity.
But so Gabriel, when we so when you talk to brokers and when you get to this point, why are they not on all platforms? Why are they not using all those tools into their advantage in a setting like we are?
Most brokers still don't see really the power behind it. They think, oh yeah, I'm going to post a few times and I'll be. They don't understand the power of visibility. They still think it's a negotiation game, or it's I posted once saying I'm a broker, so I don't understand why I'm not getting the response yet, and so on. When they don't realize that you're not posting 3, 5, 10 times a day, you don't exist. We don't see you. You're dead. You don't exist. But people don't seem to be able to catch on to that point, unfortunately.
So events are very important. There are opportunities that you should take, that you should. We have a short video. So we have a special guest that is, I'm looking at different cameras.
Yeah.
So we have a special guest that's coming, that will be coming in the next minute or so. So while he's coming, maybe we can play that video, Stephen. Let's
Great,
do it.
great.
Mike, Gabriel. So we have our guest of honor right now, Mr. Sam Scalia.
Yeah, so scan.
Maybe if you want to just introduce yourself, Sam, as to your experience in the field of projects, construction, real estate, generally speaking.
First thing, I want to thank the group Etienne Mellor. They're a fantastic addition to my organization. That's number one, with Jeff, his manager. This is very important for me that I say that. Okay. Number one, I've been involved in the real estate market development for over 30 years. And we are specialized in residential projects. That's number one. Number two is we have two, we are unique. We have a unique business plan is that we do both. We do promote. We are promoters and construct and contractors.
See, I didn't know what that meant before, and it makes a big difference. I don't think too many real estate brokers actually understand what that means. And you explained it well in the French version. So if
Yes.
we want to
So
go to,
what it means is that we are able to develop our product and at the same build our product. So we have me and my brother Pat. We've been in the business for over 40 years. We are we have a unique concept where we can promote and build at the same time, manage our projects, and we are hands-on.
so that means better control on delivery, better control on quality, better control on prices too. I'm not sure
Yes,
because in
yes.
the end, it's not you don't have 100 million different
That's it.
companies and people and
Yes. So we are emphasize our business has always been emphasized on giving a great service to our clients.
That's fantastic. So, for the Crown project, you've been involved since December for this project. I know you're very involved in Ville Saint Laurent for many years. I know. I think you mentioned
Over 10 years.
over
Yes.
10 years. So now this Crown project. Why Ansic?
Well,
Why this project?
we believe in the location. We got a great opportunity to be involved with the Panzera Group, and at the same time, we are the last maybe 5 years. We're developing a village here, where it means is it's a community. We're dealing over 400 units. We're bringing in the streets. We're bringing in the sidewalks. As a builder, it's a great opportunity for us in the heart of Montreal.
yeah, some of the services you talked about earlier with the I think you said that there's going to be a pool. There's talk to us about
This
the
is our
amenities.
phase three. We implemented a pool. Number one, we have this is called the highest grade of construction. We are doing a poured on concrete structure and with an underground parking and an elevator, which is what we call the highest brand of a builder that we can offer to a customer.
So for a client, what does this mean? Actually, it means more value, more resale, better resale.
Well, it's
Better
a better
of-
product, obviously, because you're not limited. You have an elevator, you have an underground parking, which in Montreal is a big plus. Okay, and at the same time, it's the best quality of construction.
And the location, you mentioned the location. I want to talk about that for a second because for an investor also, this is a great
We
great
are
opportunity.
close to Marché Central. We are close to the Costco. We are access to Highway 40, access to Outer Route 15. We have a great location, and people that are familiar with anybody familiar with real estate, location. We have a great municipality in Huntsic.
That's fantastic. And again, you talked about the quality. We have this beautiful condo model that's behind us.
Yes.
Maybe if we can talk a bit about the type of condos that we have.
We cater to everybody. We have a one bedroom. We have a unique product also, a one bedroom with a den, which is not very familiar in the city. We also have two bedrooms with two bathrooms, and we have a unique product also that caters to families. We have a three-bedroom condo with two bathrooms. So we have an excellent product that caters to all kinds of people towards their needs.
And I have to say, and I'm not saying this, all these real estate brokers from our group that came tonight, and we have quite a few, they all visited one of the units, and they were blown away by the actual the effect of the size. They all said, "Oh, it feels much bigger than what it is." So you're getting two things. You're safe because you're paying per square foot, but you're paying less for something that feels way bigger than it is. I've lived in the condo, and it didn't. I didn't. This feels like a home. Like all the
Yes.
windows, and it's very well
And
done.
we offer a great service where we give we give the we give the consumer a great product, nice large balcony. We they also have, depending the corner units or single units, we give them a nice product, great finishing, luxurious finishing, and a majority of our condos are also with two bedrooms, so it's something that's very convenient for the clients.
I gotta talk about the financing because this is something that's also very unique. Is that you own a mortgage cabinet, and so it's not the client is not forced to necessarily go with any financial institution. There's a wide variety of financial institutions.
We have an in-house. We're very unique. We have an in-house mortgaging department where very few people in the industry can offer. I am a franchisor of Dominion Lending, and at the same time, this I brought it in because I always believed in one-stop shopping. So the people that come through us, we are able to cater to them 100%.
And you have a great partner in that.
Yes. Yes.
For those that don't know, that is myself.
Yes.
And so again, thank you for doing this. Jeff, did you have any other questions, or did we have any questions?
Go ahead,
Ashley, from
Ashley.
Yes, I would also like to ask. A lot of brokers notice the beautiful finishes you have in your locations, the different details, and the different finishes that are in each one of
The options
the
of the-
units.
yes.
They're very well made.
We offer the consumer a beautiful product. They can choose from it. That's the advantage of having new, is where they can choose their colors. It's their condo. It's their property.
And you don't have
and
to
we
deal
take-
with like buying a second house,
Yes.
a second property, a resale, and then having to go through the process of renovations. And I'm certainly one of those guys. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want to buy it the way. And this is great that you can pick and choose all that stuff.
Yes.
Very
And that's the
customizable.
advantage of new. And we also are very competitive in the market. We have a competitive prices, and it's the advantage of the consumer.
That's fantastic. So this entire project itself, we talked briefly about it earlier. So we have six phases.
Yes.
How are we looking at regarding deliveries? And
We're going to be delivering at the end of November. We're going to be delivering our phase one, which is 68 units. We're well advanced. It's sold 100%. Now we're going to be starting. We're going to be starting excavation in June for phase two.
So the
And
cranes are out there. So if you
Yes.
drive by, you'll see the cranes,
Yes.
you'll see the excavators.
Yes. We're at the level of number. We're at the level one, and now we're going to be going full steam ahead. We started our construction in January 4th. We've been in the business since 1988, and this is a great project. It's not a new for us. It's the top of the line in construction. Poured on concrete, you can't get better, with an underground parking and an elevator.
So we're going to be playing throughout the next few days, few weeks, few months, a lot of information about the project. We're going to have a lot of videos about it. If you want, and when you want the information or the how to get more info, we'll have all that on our social media, so you can reach out, and then we'll put you in contact with them.
100%. Etienne, we're behind you. We're very happy to be with your group, and you're a tremendous person.
Well, thank you very much again. If we don't have any other questions, Ashley, Jeff, did you have last
No, I think
comments?
I go. So
So-
want to thank everyone for showing up there.
Yeah.
Everyone, to all our members or brokers that showed up today at this fantastic event. Once again, this is an amazing opportunity. Like we said, those events, those collaboration are opportunities to get leads. So that's what it's all about.
Thanks again.
Thank you, guys.